Hello everyone and welcome back to another Total War battle, this time in Barbarian Invasion with the Battle of Chalons, which I believe is probably not how you pronounce it, but it's the one I'm going to go with anyway. It's set in Gaul, and it's between Attila the Hun and the Goths and the Western Roman Empire. Now we, as Attila the Hun, have some pretty decent cavalry here, as well as some steppe spearmen and swordsmen. But not all too much in terms of range. We have a few Hunnic archers, but in comparison to someone like the Romans, who have some horse cavalry, some carriage ballistae, we can have some work to do. The Goths are not as strong of a force. There's only kind of 4 units there, but all there's a lot of cavalry involved. This is going to be a very cavalry heavy battle, so let's give it a go. I'm not sure how we're going to do, as really I tend to like a lot of range in my armies. I tend to play very archer focused, not just in Total War but in a lot of other games like Warband. In Warband I always went very archer heavy in my armies, just because it means that by the time the army you're fighting has got close to you, they're already half dead, and that's always quite useful. But we're not going to manage that this time, I don't think.
Chalons, Gaul, 451 AD. Attila the Hun, the scourge of God, and his rampaging horde ride to battle once more. A burning swathe of destruction and misery is left in Attila's wake. Ahead lies the soft heartland of the Western Roman Empire, ripe for plunder. The whole of Western Europe is at his mercy. But the last true Roman and defender of Roman civilization bars Attila's path. Flavius Aetius commands a formidable Roman force. A host of heavy cavalry prepares to strike hard, while heavy infantry provides the backbone to his army. And carriage ballistae prepare to strike from distance. Rome's Visigothic allies, commanded by King Theoderic, stand ready to join battle. Attila is expert in the ways of war. He knows the value of high ground to an army. Every wood is a place from which to release his hidden troops in ambush. The storm crows circle overhead. The hour has come.
I like how that little intro cutscene was like, oh yes, Attila is expert in the ways of strategy. But, you know, I'm not Attila. Attila was an excellent commander back in his day and would be today as well, but I am not Attila. So we're going to have to work this out. Let's get ourselves grouped together. So we've got 3 separate cavalry groups: my archer group, my heavy cavalry, and my light cavalry. Light cavalry are good, but they're only going to be able to do so much. Light cavalry are going to be good at chasing people, maybe flanking certain groups, but going up against heavy infantry or spearmen don't really stand a chance. And we'll get our infantry grouped together. We've got some spearmen, and 2 units of swordsmen as well. So what do we do here? As with all of these battles, I'm going to give myself 1 chance. If I lose, then Attila dies and the Western Roman Empire gets to stay free. We do have 4 units of horse archers here, and as far as I can tell, there's only 1 missile unit over here with the kind of slightly smaller Gothic army. And there's also the carriage ballistae over here, which is going to be a problem. I'm less concerned about the infantry as long as I have the cavalry to take them on. It's a lot of heavy infantry with the comitatenses, the foederati, and I saw some others in there. Yes, the limitane as well. There's still a significant amount of cavalry as well. So what do we want to do here? High ground, of course, is important. So I think what we'll do, we'll get our horse archers up on the hill. So let's get this started. You're going to head over there. You're going to be my kind of force. Can we get our infantry up there as well in time? Let's see if we can. See if we can get our infantry up there. It's going to take some time to get there, but I'm not very good at wood ambushes in Total War. Cavalry I might do a little bit better at. I need you to go into your circle, please, to ensure that you kind of stay alive. And who do we target? Do we target the heavy cavalry? I think we probably do. Okay, I mean, they'll just fight whoever they see fit. Let's get our heavy cavalry over. Let's get our heavy cavalry over there as well. We'll leave our light cavalry in the trees ready to attack as needed. Who's coming in first here? You guys should be on skirmish. So I need you guys to keep running out of the way. But we should do some pretty good work to those chaps before they actually engage. Okay. We're going to start losing some people. So that, okay, that unit's broken. You guys pull back for a second. Go after this next cavalry unit, please. We can use the hill. You guys are going over after them. I'm not convinced that light cavalry will be able to do a huge amount of good work. You guys are focusing there. Okay, that unit has come back. We're going to have to deal with them. Let's get our cavalry over on the flank, because they're going to start coming in force here. I think we're going to need to get our light cavalry over here as well. Okay, this is going interestingly, to say the least. I think we need to charge this group here. Okay, they're broken. Excellent. Reform the infantry line in a hurry, because we're going to be swarmed otherwise. That's light cavalry, that shouldn't be too bad to deal with. Get our own light cavalry to deal with them. Oh, this is such a mess, I have no idea what's going on. Come on, Attila. At this point our infantry is going to start routing, yep. Yeah, I'm not going if we're going to charge the heavy infantry, that's not going to go very well for us. I mean, as expected, our infantry are never really going to do well, I don't think. Okay, the Goths are kind of out of the fight at the moment, so we'll leave them to do so. Charge that heavy cavalry down. I'm not entirely sure it's the best idea. These ballista are absolutely wrecking our heavy cavalry. Okay, go. We'll get out of there. Get out of there, please. Our infantry were never going to be the backbone of our army, but our heavy cavalry is taking an absolute beating from those carriage ballistae. So we need to get our own light cavalry to chase them down. Otherwise we're going to have significant problems with them. Let's get that cavalry out of there. Don't know why that's not joining in the fun. Okay, take out this carriage ballistae. We've got to take out this carriage ballistae. We've lost another light cavalry. Excellent. Okay, keep our heavy cavalry moving. We're going to have to kind of regroup somewhere else. These light cavalry aren't helping either. Have we dealt with those carriage ballistae? Yes, we have. Excellent. Right, chase down this light cavalry, please. That's now your job. But also take out the Catholic, priests. Take out the Catholic priests. They're morale units. If we take out the Catholic priests, people are not going to be happy. We do also need to work on probably. Oh, damn. Okay, we need to take out one of the generals, really. If we take out, okay, that's an Imperial German bodyguard. If we can take out them, if we can sandwich them, this will be our best chance to take out the Captain. Take him out, come on. I have no idea where this person is. It's going to be him. Everyone on the general, everyone on the general. We can still take this back if we take out the general. Okay, the horse archer's coming in. Okay, excellent. We've taken out the general. Get moving. That was... Yes, Captain Flavius. Excellent. That's going to help with our morale pretty significantly. I'm kind of having to abandon my infantry at this point. If we can reform or regroup, that'd be good. Our infantry are being crushed by these auxilia and heavy warband. That's to be expected. Right, let's get our cavalry regrouped. You just charge out those horse archers. We have significant cavalry, and we've taken out the Western Roman Empire general, which is important. Where might we find the Gothic? There's the Gothic warlord. Take him. Take the Gothic warlord. But you, this one archer group, you're going to chase him down. But if we can take out that... I mean, Gothic spearman is hardly ideal. But if we can take out that warlord, it will work in our favour heavily. Because then both captains will be dead, the morale of the enemy will be toast. I'm just aware of these spearmen, which could be a problem. We lost our last infantry unit. Okay, spearmen coming in, we've got to pull back, we've got to pull back. Run, pull out of there. Do not deal with the... Do not engage this Gothic spearman directly. Yeah, we just lost another cavalry unit. Come on, take out that warlord. We've got to take him out. If we take out that warlord, a lot will happen in our favour. And this is by no means a battle we're winning at the moment. Pull back. Do not deal with the spearmen for too long. We've got to keep our heavy cavalry alive. Okay. You guys stop doing the circle. It's not helping anything. There's only 5 warlords left. Come on, finish him off. Finish him off. You still have some arrows left. Go on those spearmen. Excellent. We killed both generals.
Now they may turn and run. Attack! Attack!
But there's still very, very large amounts of infantry. I'm hoping we'll be able to manage. It's going to be our cavalry versus their infantry. But with the, you know, our archers are almost out of firepower, which is a problem because the light cavalry and the missile cavalry will not do a huge amount to be able to stand up to the heavy infantry, even when charging in. These steppe swordsmen are just going to have to do what they can to those spearmen. Good thing is, our cavalry can just outmaneuver these infantry, which is important. I don't know where... No, you guys stop doing that. Come back here. You stop running as well, because you're exhausted and very tired, which is understandable in the circumstances. How are we doing? We're we've got 200 men less at the moment. And these spearmen are going to form a Schultrum. Schultrum, is that what you call it? Yeah, where they have these constantly moving, kind of this hedgehog formation where they've got all the spearmen pointing outwards. With cavalry, that's a problem. So I actually want to probably focus on anything but the spearmen until they're down to the last few. You spearmen, you're Goth heavy nobles. Take them out. If we can just get a good charge against those tired heavy warriors, noble warriors even, that should do some good work against them. I'm less concerned about those Roman elements up there. We will need to deal with these this infantry when the time comes. But I just want to weaken these spearmen as much as physically possible. Just because spearmen are a real concern now, just with the amount of... I mean, we're essentially a cavalry army. Our infantry, I'm sure, did some good work, but this will all be down to our cavalry management. And Attila the Hun does not have many troops left, and everyone is very, very tired. Take him out. Oh, these are cavalry as well, are they? Okay, that's fine. It's not ideal. I was hoping for them to be infantry, but I actually didn't check. They're wavering. Come on, fighting. They're broken, excellent. Just the amount of cavalry that we used to charge them. That works well. Right, are these guys charging in now? Looks like they are. Right. What? Okay, there's a slight hill up here. Actually, no, take the hill. Take the hill over there. Outmaneuver them. Outmaneuver them, let them come to us on the hill. You know, they mentioned it in the little cinematic intro. What are we up to now? We're up to... Okay. Still about 200 troops, either way. But I feel more confident now. We still have Attila, our commander. They've lost both the generals, both the captains. Oh, what? No, why did you charge, you idiots? You morons. Okay. We've lost one unit of our cavalry archers, who are, of course, not really melee units. If we can get them back, that'd be good. But they charge... You charged the Gothic spearmen. You charged literally like the worst people you could have done. Commander 10 says they're exposed by themselves. Take them. I think they will have some range, however. My hope is we can charge them down before they use it. That's my only hope, really. We've got to use our cavalry forces effectively here. They're shaken. They are going to throw in a weapon. Some peel them. Come on. Take them out. Good. And this cavalry archer is back. Excellent. Right, cavalry archers, get on the hill. There's not much you can do. We've managed to have that group. Okay, we've narrowed the gap. We're narrowing the gap. What's over here? Take out those 26 spearmen. In fact, we'll let our weaker horse... We'll let our weaker horsemen take out these smaller scraps over here. These cavalry here are going to have to focus on this remaining army. What do we got? Combatant Tensors, 2 units, and a unit of Foederati infantry, as well as... So 2 spearmen, 2 heavy infantry. Do not charge into them, please. Don't be idiotic. Okay. We'll get our heavy cavalry back together, and then we'll have to deal with this army. But we'll let our heavy cavalry rest up while we deal with the scraps over here. I say scraps, there's still a decent amount of troops. I'm hoping... Yeah, these guys are routing anyway, which is good. Just, I think, by the sheer number of cavalry charging down at them. So take him out. Whether they'll be able to deal with these guys up here, I'm not entirely sure. But they're so exhausted, it's going to take so long to get anywhere. These pretty much are all spearmen, which is possibly problematic. Okay. While our kind of crappy cavalry goes after them, we're going to go after these guys here. Get ourselves on the hill, get ourselves lined up. You do not need to run. You have the time. Rest up, because you're all exhausted, as are all the Romans. I think all the Goths are now dead, pretty much. As far as I can tell, I think all the Gothic army is dead, which is useful. Well, that unit of... is it steppe cavalry? No, Hunnic archers are pretty far behind everyone else. Question is, can we even charge in at heavy infantry? I just don't know. With this, albeit, you know, they're elite warriors, but they're elite cavalry archers. They're not really Not really infantry, in all honesty, and thankfully they're eager, they're not exhausted, so let's see how this goes. Just a decent cavalry, yeah, a decent cavalry charge, even with fairly useless cavalry, will still do pretty well. They can take an age to do anything, so I'm going to keep going over here. Charge the Auxilia Palatina, please. I know they're spearmen, you might just have to deal with it. Have we actually overtaken them? We have just, in terms of percentages, not necessarily in terms of troop count. Is that going to be enough to rout them? Please say it is. We have just charged them head on, which is of course not very good, given we're cavalry. Come on, I need you to break. Bugger. Okay, you're going to have to pull back. Just keeping an eye on those other troops over there. Oh, they are breaking. Good. Finish them off then. You guys come over here as well. Who's next in these kind of units over here? We're definitely now getting ahead, which is important because we were not doing so for most of this fight. Right, get yourselves brought back together. Tail the Limitane. And then we're going to have a look over here. Gothic Spearmen, how many of you? 85. Take them. Get the Goths off the field, and then we'll deal with the Western Roman Empire afterwards. Just get you guys a little bit safer. I just don't want you to be attacked by the infantry until we're ready to deal with you. This is the armour I can set about, and I'd like to have my other archers back to deal with them, I would think, just so I can charge in from multiple sides. Are we just charging these spearmen head on? I think we must be. I mean, it's just going to knacker them out. We'll lose a bunch of cavalry doing it. Come on, break, please. Thank you. Enemy army is routing. We've got to go. We have to go. We cannot engage in a standstill fight against spearmen, especially with the comitatenses throwing their weapons. Pull back to the hill. Run! 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 Why aren't you running? I said run. You're not going to win that fight against the Foederati, especially with the comitatenses throwing in weapons. Get out of there. I know you're slow and exhausted, but so are the Romans. Really, you should be able to outrun them regardless. Right, you guys should be okay. Let's just get you to pull back a little way, and then we can deal with you later on. You guys, I don't want these Limitane, either unit of them, to catch up to the main army. So I know these are your archers, and it's not really your job, but you're going to have to do it anyway. Hopefully 200 cavalry, regardless of their quality, will be able to break you. I mean, just the fact that there'll be so many horses charging in, I'm hoping will be a positive thing for us. You know, horses were scary war beasts. There we go, routing, good. You know, a horse is not something to be messed with for sure. I don't necessarily need to kill all of them. I just want to get them routing and off the field, and that we pretty much destroyed all of them there. Cavalry was so strong in Roman Total War, as well as Medieval too. As far as I understand it from the more recent titles, it's not so much the case. Like, you had to get a good charge in, and if you didn't have the speed and momentum or the angles, it would be problematic, but one unit of heavy cavalry could really change so much in a battle. Okay. That's that Limitane done, we'll get them off the field. There we go, they're done. There's only 3 of them left. Come back to join the main engagement. I found that I could, with one general, take out 300 to 400 infantry, depending on their quality. And that was always, you know, heavy infantry, you really had to... I would always struggle to beat them when I was going up against them. Yeah, it's definitely doable, but usually a lot of range, a lot of spearmen. But they could be so very strong. Okay, so the comitatenses are at the front here. So I'm going to let these guys go in for one charge and then pull back. The spearmen are really too far out of range to be doing anything at the moment. We still have Attila alive, which is definitely helping against their morale. because they have no more. They have neither of their leaders, neither the Goths, who are no longer on the field, or the Western Roman Empire. Neither of the generals are still up and running, which is important. Right, I just want to make sure Attila is not as close to the front, so that's why I did the horn blowing, because he actually rears up his horse, so it means he's no longer as near to the front, although he might have just charged in there. It's a good charge. Okay, that's one of your combatants broke. Get out of there. We're not going to be able to break the other one, I don't think, with this charge. But we've taken out one group, and while they're not dead, they're severely injured. Get that cavalry over there, so we can charge in from multiple sides at the same time. I think we have this in the bag. It was looking pretty tough at the beginning. It was a very chaotic battle. Charge the combatants again. The other combatants has reformed. There's only 34 of them left, so I'm less concerned, really. Okay, keep it somewhat towards the back if we can. Right, that's that unit of combatants is broken. It's just that spearman left now, and the remaining combatants who are close to wavering. So if we time this right, we can just get all our cavalry charging at the same time. That should be the victory. We've got nearly 4 times their numbers still left. Charge now. Charge, charge, charge. I think we got this. Unless we get really unlucky. But Attila's not by the front, so it should be okay. And just the sheer number of cavalry coming in. That's the spearman broken. That's it.
Enemy army runs. Now hunt.
Oh boy.
Victory is the reward of warriors. Great victories like this go only to the best.
Okay, so we have won this battle. The Battle of Chalons, was it? Something like that. So, Attila has beaten Captain Theodoric and Captain Flavius. Captain Flavius, obviously with a much bigger army, doing a lot more damage. Doesn't really matter about experience gain, because we're not doing a whole campaign. I am, however, intrigued to see kind of who did a lot of the damage. And while the infantry all put in a decent amount, it's definitely the cavalry that did a lot of the work, as well as some of the archers. The archers did very well as well. So, certainly a lot of troops lost, about half our force, with some being healed, but we managed. Which is very, very good, because I'm not sure we were going to manage it before. So that was the Battle of Chalons, and we may well do the Battle of Badon Hill at another date, which is to do with King Arthur, although King Arthur not actually sure to have existed. He is very much a legend in local folklore here in the UK, as well as generally throughout the entire world, so it might be fun to do that one, and I always do love a good hill. But there's a very small unit numbers for the Romano-British here, but the Alemanni do have a lot of onagers, which is useful. Going up against 2 Saxon armies, I think we will give that a go, but another day. In the meantime, thank you so much for watching, take care, bye bye.